I'm the Burke and I do things, and today I have my April favorites sitting in front of me. I feel like I have a lot of stuff to talk about this month, so before I get rambling, let's go. Side note, I did just recently get back from watching Endgame. I will not spoil anything, but let's just say I am feeling very emotional that this whole thing has come to an end and now I don't know what the future holds. That being said, I will not spoil anything, but check out this shirt. I got this so many years ago from Target and this is what I wore today. But yeah, I have a lot of makeup to talk about. I feel like I've been trying out a lot of good stuff lately, so I have some good stuff to talk about here. Like I've said, I tried to put as much of it on my face as possible. And yeah, let's just get on into this. I feel like April flew super fast. So let's start with brows. So let's talk about the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. In my initial trying this out in my first impression video, I was saying that it was a little bit waxy, but I can't stop reaching for this pencil. It is so long wearing. I am genuinely shocked at how well this wears and just the longevity of it in general. It is waxier than a Brow Wiz or a Precisely My Brow, but something about the formula really makes it stay in place better than any other brow pencil I've used, and it's just very, very impressive. Now I want to talk about this Wet n Wild primer. This stuff is awesome. This is the Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water. I love the So Chill Coconut Primer Water from Smashbox, but not only was it super expensive, it was $32, but it was limited edition, which made me never want to use mine. But I'm telling you, this is the same thing. This is literally the same thing. I cannot emphasize that anymore, and it is so good. I will say, it is tiny, and I don't know how long this will last, but it's so affordable that it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, this is the exact same thing as the Smashbox Primer Water, and I'm so happy to have finally found a replacement because I've tried other coconut sprays, and I feel like this is finally the one that I feel like is the match. All right, now I want to talk about the foundation I'm wearing. Now you're probably thinking I haven't been trying this long enough because my video literally just went up this weekend, but I really pre-filmed that over a week ago, way over a week ago. So I've been literally wearing this foundation every day, all week. And let me tell you, this Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation is so long wearing and holds up so well. I think this is going to be a fantastic summer foundation. That being said, this shade range really does stink. And the reason I've been holding off trying this is because when I did buy this, I was so not tan at that point that I just had to wait until I did tan because they really don't have, they really only have a very medium shade range, like everything in the middle of the spectrum, not so much the outer sides. So I think they're expanding, or they have expanded, I don't know. I didn't really see many options when I bought this at Ulta, but if you can find this in your shade, I definitely recommend it. If you like a natural foundation, like not dewy and not matte, but something very much in the middle, I think this is a great option. Now let's talk about something that I've been the last on the bandwagon to, and that's this dirty sponge, this Real Techniques sponge. It is better than the Beauty Blender. Like, I always wanted to try it, but I was always like, oh, the Beauty Blender's so good, nothing can ever compete. This thing is so much better. Like, I can't believe how much better this is. I am shocked. I really do like the pink one from AOA Studios as well, but I think this one is even a little better than that, but I did not ever think something would replace the Beauty Blender in my life, but it happened. That is how I feel. Now let's talk about this, which I grabbed in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. This is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Wow. I really can tell when I blend out mattes over this how well it works and how it also creates such like a opaque base to use my eyeshadow over. I know I haven't used eye primer as much lately, but of the ones I've tried, I definitely can tell the most difference when I use this one. And I hear these things last forever, so that's great. Now I have two eyeshadow palettes to talk about. The first one is the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette. I got this as an add-on from Ipsy and I liked it so much when I tried it out. I actually wore it to the most recent wedding we went to, which I never stray from the chocolate gold bar palette when it comes to events like that, but I went wild and tried this, and these shades are, you know, these are kind of like my shades, but this shade in particular in the bottom corner is such like an interesting shifting like pink and orange that it's very unique to my collection. And I really like how small this is. I feel like it's great for traveling. I feel like people talk about these Obsessions palettes a ton. I did actually get the Mauve Obsessions in my Ipsy Glam bag, but of the two, I find myself reaching for the coral one the most. I'm not sure if that's a time of year thing or what, but I'm definitely more into coral tones right now than the purple and mauvies. Now let's talk about what's on my eyes. And that is this. Again, you might say, you just used that like 2 videos ago or whatever. But no, I have been testing this out for over a week now, wearing it to work. Something I've really been enjoying about this palette is I've been doing a lot of all matte eye looks, which is something I never do, but I did today for this video, use the glitter. So I went in with this shade over here, Prism Dress. I did use a glitter primer, the NYX one, and I barely had any fallout. Whereas with the Pure palette, it was like poof, glitter everywhere. Did not have that experience with this palette. These tones are just so pretty and they blend so well. And I mean, I don't know if you can see, but there it is. I don't know. This is tied with my Kathleen Light's Dream Street palette as far as ColourPop palettes go. I'm just loving them. Now I want to talk about the bronzer I'm wearing today. It is a drugstore bronzer. I feel like many people have been chatting about this one lately. This is the Milani Sunlight Silky Matte Bronzer. This is a fantastic bronzer from the drugstore, and I will say, I think this formula is really great specifically for people with fair skin because it's not highly pigmented and it's something that you can build up. So I know that in my experience when I'm not tan and I'm very, very fair, some bronzers are way too red toned and pigmented to just slap on when I'm that skin tone. So this one is very cool and subtle that you can build it up to the intensity that you want. And I think that is something that's very unique about this formula in my collection. Now I have 2 blushes to talk about. The first one is a formula I've talked about in my favorite high-end formulas. It's the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Blush. I just recently tried a new shade. This is that peach though. I did find this at TJ Maxx and this is such a pretty peach blush. I love this formula. It is so good. I don't know why these are at TJ Maxx. They're like $30 at Ulta or something, and I'm pretty sure I bought this for $7 or $8 at TJ Maxx. So definitely keep an eye out for products like that. I don't know why, if it's like overstock or something, but yes, fantastic formula. Now I want to talk about something that I think came in, I think it was 2 months ago, Ipsy. It's something I've been trying a lot and I've really just been enjoying it so much. This is the NYX Sweet Cheeks palette. And I similarly made sure to wear this to that wedding I went to as well. I am wearing this blush up in the corner here today. The formula on this is so good. It is very long lasting and I just like the shades. It's very different. I don't know. This is just a palette I've really been enjoying a lot. I think the formula is great. It's just great. Now let's talk the highlighter I'm wearing. This is also something that I feel is talked about very much on YouTube, but it's my first time really using it. This is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighter. Today I am wearing this top shade here and it is just a gorgeous formula. I've used it for inner corner highlighting. For me, I think this is one of the closest formulas from the drugstore that really mimics high-end quality. And I know they just recently came out with a darker palette, which I think is awesome. And I just have very much enjoyed every product I've ever tried from Flower Beauty. It's a brand that I very much enjoy. Now I have 4 lip products to talk about. Let's start with what's on my lips right now. This was my recommendation in my Sephora VIB sale. This is the Lawless, I believe it's soft matte lip cream. This is the shade George. I'll swatch each of the lip products in this video. This is a very nice long wearing comfortable formula because it doesn't fully dry down. It does keep that kind of moussey texture, but it doesn't move around a lot, which is really great. The next is the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. I never really enjoyed this formula because I never really had a shade that I liked that I wanted to wear long enough to really test out a lot until I got this one, which is Pasadena. And this one is a fully matte liquid lipstick, but it is very comfortable and I really do like this shade a lot. It's a little bit more, oh, it's so similar, but it's a little bit more on the mauve side. It's this one right here. Then I kind of have a revisited favorite. So I recently filmed my 2018 favorites revisited video, and that's where I ran into this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Lip Gloss in the shade Bare Attraction. And since that video, I've also been wearing this color nonstop, and I just have rediscovered this formula almost, and it's for a drugstore product. It's such good quality, and it is this one right here. And our final lip product is from the Disney Villains collection, and this is the Hades lipstick. This is my first time ever using a lipstick from ColourPop, a bullet lipstick. This is the Creme formula, and this is the shade here. Also a beautiful, lovely formula. I have a few non-makeup products for this month. So in last month's favorite, I talked about the Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizer, which I literally enjoyed until I used it up. I want to talk about this one this month. This is the Jergens Natural Glow Gradual Color Daily Moisturizer. This one is such a great moisturizer, and I can really tell even after one use that it gives me a nice even tan as long as you spread it well. Usually I find that tanning moisturizers don't necessarily tan so much, but I find with this one it does. And when I finished my Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizer, I went into this one, which is the Curel Hydrotherapy Wet Skin Moisturizer. And I fully used this one up as well, and I think this one is fantastic. It made my skin so smooth, maybe the smoothest it's ever felt. It was insane. I could not believe how just smooth my legs felt after this fully soaked in. The final product is a hair product. I very rarely talk about hair products on this channel, I feel like, because I'm so picky. But I was having some frizzy hair one day, and I kind of found this in my hair product drawer, and I was like, sure, let me try it. And I've been using it after every shower, and I haven't really had any frizzy issues since using it. This is the John Frieda Frizzies Beyond Smooth Frizz Immunity Primer. So I just take one little squirt of this and just kind of do this kind of thing through my, damp hair. And I found that this has definitely been helping me a lot with my frizzy issues. And yeah, those are all of my favorites for this month. Let me know, have you guys tried out any of these products? How did they work out for you? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!